Oh boy, the last match of the second week of the qualifiers, the Premier Championship Series Champions Cup, and it's here on the sportiest stream. Nice to see you all. How's everybody doing, by the way? Nice to see everybody. Hopefully you all are having an amazing Sunday evening. My name is SportyFC. It's great to see everybody, and we got a big match for you tonight. As I should not be spitting on my mic, you guys can probably hear that. That matchup, as I'm going to relax a little bit more here, is Team Sinister versus Neat Vibes Esports. Again, a big matchup here. Sinister's got their roster of 5. Neat Vibes got that roster of 4, and I've been chatting with Itzroy on this stream a couple times. Before this matchup, I wonder if Itzroy will be here as well, because again, he's been talking a lot about how excited he is for this series, how excited he is to play on the field for his team in Sinister. But I have to go against Neat Vibes. Neat Vibes, they are in a very similar situation here. Both teams 0-1. They have not been able to get wins easily for them. And man, this week they really need to get a win here. Both these teams probably on the verge of elimination if they can't win here. As Neat Vibes in week 1, lost 4-1 to Fight Jar. Team Sinister lost 4-2 to EV Sparkle, which we saw play yesterday as they went against Feathered. This match, the last one of the night by the looks of it, as I see listed on the scheduling page for the entire Premier Championship Series. There's only a few other matches that haven't been accounted for. Phoenix Fuego, Flight Charlie, Latin 7, URL Diablo Resurrected. And obviously this match, Neat Vibes and Team Sinister. Again, there's only a few matches left for week 2 here, and standings starting to get a little more complicated as we get to week 3. But a simple thing here for both these teams is, if you lose, the chances of you making it into that top 32 out of the 54 total teams here, slim to none. And both these teams, with how bad their week 1 matchup was, it's only even more difficult. Some teams have already auto-qualified, that being the 15 teams that have gone 2-0. And the 0-2 teams, again, a lot of them are already out of the running, going into week 3. Whoever loses this, chances are they're going to be out of the first split of the Premier Championship Series, and that would be a huge letdown for both these teams, coming in with these rosters, coming in with this confidence that they both are trying to display, and fail not even in the main event. That would be absolutely gut-wrenching for both of them. But again, they have to think about the positives here. They have a series coming up, and they really control their own destiny here. A win, and they continue on to the last week where they can maybe buy themselves a spot. A loss, and this becomes, I think, basically impossible for them. I can't see a chance where whoever loses the series is able to make it through. There are situations where 1 and 2 teams can make it. Again, there's 54 teams in this group, meaning that of these teams, 32. Actually, no, it won't. Would they be? Yeah, meaning that let's see, 27 of the teams would come in with 2 wins. So any team that has 2 wins will make it through automatically. 27 of the teams, and that means there'd be 5 spots left where teams that are 1 and 2 can make it in. But you have to have really good game differential, and for most of these teams, they don't have that. They really don't. I mean, it's bad. It's looking a little better for Team Sinister. They have a -2 game differential. Neat Vibes have a -3. And really, you don't want to get to that distance, because you're going up against, because the teams that will make it in are those teams that go to Game 7. These teams have not done that yet this whole season. And now they have to prove it here against each other. As hello, Galaxy, I see you. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Prediction poll. Up, up, and away. What for you think will win this series? Do you think it'll be Team Sinister? Do you think it'll be Neat Vibes? Well, these teams are 0-1. Almost had another 7-minute OT. Okay, I'm happy I didn't have to stream that. Who'd you have as your caster? Obviously, it wasn't me. This is the only match I had scheduled for today. Was it Falcons? If it's Falcons, I can see why it would be very funny. Falcons is very good at being very funny. But who was your caster? again, but just make sure that both teams can get themselves in here soon enough. Wait, who'd you have? You didn't have a caster because it was last minute. Oh my goodness, that's rough. A 7-minute OT, that would be amazing on stream. Don't even get my name on the list. Are you listed on the roster? Let me check. You may have been added last second. You play for, let's see what team you play for. You'd be playing for Neat Vibes. Oh, you are listed! My goodness, they just changed everything, didn't they? Or Neat Vibes. So wait, the roster is now a 5-man roster. If I check here, Neat Vibes now has a 5th player. There you go, Daku. There you go. Happy now, man? I got your name up there. You guys, There you go, Daku. Hey, welcome, man. Goodness, there's so many messages right now. What in the world? Okay, I think everything's good. Again, the prediction poll is up. Both teams are actually ready. I'm going to ask if they want to start a little bit earlier. As for Sinister, it looks like it'll be Zinc is in there, I believe. Yeah, Zinc's in there. Simify is in there. And is Roy in there? Is Fury in there? Is Shriek's in there? Okay. And it's Roy's in there. Okay, Neat Vibes have... I know Smirk's in there. I know Misty Elite's in there. I know Daku's in there. I know Username is also in there. As now both teams have actually too many players in, so we gotta get these guys to remove some of their players as accordance to rules. But do you know what your record has to be at the end of the playoffs? So if you win twice, you automatically make it into the playoffs because there's. So you have to get 2 wins, but there are going to be 5 teams that get in with a 1 and 2 record. So even if they lose this, technically they're not out. But I'm going to be honest, very likely they will be. If you don't get 2 wins, it's very unlikely you're going to get yourself in there 1 and 2. You made it then. What team are you on, Galaxy? Actually, you know, I can check. Hey, Galaxy, what team are you on? Is Dragon in there? No, Dragon Divine is not in there. What team made it in? What team are you on? You're in Dragon's Divine. No. This is not Skyward Series. This is Premier Championship Series. Unless you're in a different cup, which you might be. Let me check this one. You might be in this one then. Are you in Masters? You're on Skyward. No, this is not Skyward Series. This Skyward Series is different. I don't know how many wins you need for that. You need a good couple of wins. No, this is the qualifiers for the Premier Championship Series. You only need 2 wins to make it in. You have 3 weeks of playing. Skyward, I don't know how many wins you need for Skyward, honestly. I can't tell. I think you might be out. I think you might be out of the running, man. I know my team is. I think your team is also out of the running, but I could be wrong. You guys might actually have a chance. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the best to ask for that. You would have to ask, like, Flip Out or something. This is Premier Championship Series. It's a best of 7 as well. Right, both teams seem to be ready. I think we're ready to go as well. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams now have decided their starting lineups. Here we go. It's Team Sinister, it's Neat Vibes Esports. And it is Premier Championship Series action. One of the last matches of Week 2. I hope these teams, well, their tournament lives might depend on it. Here we go, it's Team Sinister in the blue, Neat Vibes on the orange. And really getting a good start for both these teams matters. A lot of times the team that wins game 1 then starts to steamroll their opponents more and more as the series goes on. We have seen a lot of series end 4-0 or 4-1 because this game 1 is so important and those early goals matters a little bit more. Now, down the line, Smirk dunked away by Zinc. I know some of my graphics aren't actually up. There we go. Zinc with the ball. Mister now has to break out of defense, but Neat Vibes answering back. Simify with a massive 50-50 in front of the nets. And he went for the ball there. He should have gone for the bump play. Sinister with a chance, and they didn't put their priority straight. And I think Zinc gone for that demo. It would have been a very well-made opportunity had he connected with it. Even if he didn't, he forced the defender to move. There's now an open net miss here from Simify. Chances coming for Sinister, but they haven't been able to put one in. As that ball really should have gone in. It's Simphy? Got it, thank you. By the way, hello there, Shriek. As now Neat Vibes on offense, missed the elite. Gonna leave this one alone, it's Roy, but he misses this! Oh, you know there's no eye in there. Simphy, now the dribble, and that's wide open for him. He'll score! And he just takes this one down the field for an easy goal, and this is what I wanted Zinc to do. I mentioned that he didn't get the demos before, and now he's going to search for them, and it turns out to become a goal. A massive change up. Already we're seeing Sinister adapt to the play in front of them. Zinc leading the charge, literally, as he goes with that demo play. And now on offense, Zinc again off the post. Sinister, they've hit the post twice already this game. Can't get any more unfortunate for them. Well, maybe fortunate for the opponents here as Misty Ali gets the save on the line. Daku gives it away, and so far for Neat Vibes having to chase this ball right now. They have not been able to hold control. As Simphy with the demo, Misty Elite. Zinc, cross to Fitzroy, off the back wall. Zinc turning around, taking a whole 180. Nothing comes of it yet. Simphy up, but Daku beats him to it. Misty Elite downfield. Backfield looking open, and that was Smirk's chance. Little did he know that net was actually open. Both these teams, we can see them getting opportunities, but they're not making use of them just yet. Maybe that's what separated them last week when both these teams lost. Those abilities to not be able to score those opportunities that they have to. Go against each other. Gonna see if anything can change. Zaku off the side wall, maybe infield, but Simphy's the only one there! Misty Elite can't get back to it, and Simphy will score! Another goal for Team Sinister. As you can see, Neat Vibes having to scramble their way back. Sinister starting out hot. They're the ones who are more awake in this game by looks of it. And for Neat Vibes, they're just getting overwhelmed right now with the pace that's in front of them. Simphy. The long clear. Misty Elite waiting there, but Simphy bumps him out. Simphy. No second challenge. Zinc. He's gonna bounce off the corner, but Misty Elite will retaliate with the clear. Daku. Upfield, but Simphy to clear. Misty Elite answers back with a clear of his own, and that one will get through Zinc. It's Roy with a tap down, and Simphy will be up first to it. And Daku wins this challenge here. Chances for Neat Vibes. They finally got some control in this game. And to get some offense from it too. Fitzroy will look for an outplay, but only responded by more Neat Vibes offensive play. The Simphy beats them all to it. Now clear for Sinister. They bunker down on defense, and now they can survive to make some plays for themselves. Maybe even get a third goal this game. As Neat Vibes starting to chase more and more, starting to really reach for some of these challenges. Nothing out of it yet. Simply look off the sidewall. Right now we can see some of these touches from these Sinister players are just too heavy. They're hitting it too far in front of themselves to respond to. And they're allowing Neat Vibes to challenge up. But Neat Vibes overcommits. Zink downfield. Avoids the demo. But he also has to avoid the ball in the process. Simphy, infield. It's Roy. Misses this. Missed the elite now. With a 1-on-2 situation. Pops it off the back wall. No follow-up as Simphy redirects this one downfield. Who'll be first to it? It's a race. And it's only Sinister players going for it. Zink will put it through as Simphy with a brilliant touch. As Zink puts this one downfield. 46 seconds remaining. And right now it looks like Sinister has closed the door on game 1. Pinch play. Gonna bounce, oh my goodness, straight down, right for Daku and Smirk. Daku off the crossbar. Missed the elite, can't score it. And now back the other way, Zink beats the last defender, Simphy up, misses, bump on Zink, Pandemonium in front of that orange net, miss the elite, clears the danger. And through all that chaos, Neat Vibes still hold strong, but unfortunately no time remaining, they don't have a single goal to their name. Now on offense, Daku, back wall, in front, still not going in. Sinister, their defense, too strong this game for Neat Vibes to penetrate. And that one cleared away by Sinister. They're gonna let this time expire and take game 1. Now reset for the next game in the series. Sinister with a great start, and you could see near the end there, Neat Vibes starting to reach for some of these challenges. They really didn't have a lot going for them, and even in the end, they didn't have a lot in the end for themselves. So, game 1, not a game that they'd be happy with, and it looks like they will be making a substitution here, removing Misty Elite. We'll see what they add on to it. I know both teams do have subs available. Would not be surprised if we see both of them utilize that. As here comes Username joining in. Ready for game 2. As Gaxoff, yeah, thank you for the compliment. Although my team didn't play, it was a forfeit. It was a forfeit. So. But again, thank you so much for the compliment. I don't know if that was like a backhanded compliment. I don't think it was, but it was a forfeit. So we didn't actually have to play. But yes, technically we have won in the Skyward series. If you want to call it that, that is. Heading on to game 2. Neat Vibes now down in the series. Looking to make a sort of comeback potential. As yeah, the reason why I said Simify is because Mike inputted Simphy's name incorrectly. Hey, if you're still here, Shriek, let Mike know that you inputted Simphy's name incorrectly into the whole thing, because he actually put it as Simify with an I before the F and not an I after, and not Simphy as it should be. Going into game 2 here. Sinister up 1-0. Neat Vibes down in the series right now, but they have multiple chances to come back, multiple chances to make their name known. Speaking of having Username joining in, the teams are not joining, they really want me. Alright. Oh, whatever. Screw English. Who cares? Who cares about English anyways? I can't spell for the life of me. It must be the evening hours. Game 2 underway. Great start for Team Sinister, and really what helped them to that success is, wait a second, on offense already! Saved away by Username, making his impact already immediate. They held more possession, sure, for Sinister, but really what created that opportunity was their reliance on continuing to push upfield. But will the substitution make any difference? Generally, teams that make substitutions don't always have a great start. They usually takes them a while to get themselves used to it. They're hoping for Neat Vibes that the substitution is so early that they don't actually have to worry about it. Because right now, on offense, in front for Daku! Daku off the crossbar. And for both these teams, they've had points where they've been so close to scoring. you'd be surprised to see it miss the net as Smirk comes in! First goal of the series for Neat Vibes. And it's from Smirk, willing to crash the net, doing what a first man should always do. And that is challenge everything. All in for Smirk, and he'll score from it. A great start here for Neat Vibes, better than they've had in game 1. Zinc. Trying to see if he can get one back here. For Sinister, try to shut down this Neat Vibes team. As Itzroy to Zinc. Zinc across, but Username's waiting for it, and Itzroy has no boost. Another shot for free! Saved by Itzroy. Those one-on-one opportunities, you gotta make the most of them. For Sinister, they had multiple 2-on-1 opportunities, and they did not miss those chances. Allowing Zinc to go up for demos was a crucial reason for them winning. He got them that first goal in that game, but it also gave them multiple opportunities later on to open up that defense, to continue to push, to continue to make Neat Vibes feel closed in. Now Neat Vibes, a little bit of space here. Simfree goes for the demo, Username with a dribble play, looking for a flick. That will be saved away easily by Yetroy. 50-50 will be added on top of that. Simfree dunks by Daku. And back goes Sinister. Yetroy. Bouncing in front, clear from Daku. Simfree to shoot. It's a little off target, but Sinister once again adding on offensive pressure, and you can see it's starting to cause havoc for Neat Vibes. They just don't have that coordination right now to contest with whatever in the world Sinister's doing to them. A save from Daku. But how in the world are they gonna break out now? Well, maybe with a bad touch there from Sinister. Simfree, though, wins the challenge, and even with a mistake like that, it's still Sinister's ball. It's Roy, keeping possession. Pass out in front for Simfree! Oh, nice! What a pass! It's Roy to shoot it! And wait a second. How did It's Roy get the goal there? It's Roy with the most high IQ goal steal I've ever seen. I can't believe what I saw there. That's impressive. But anyways, he was the one to make the that actual pass. A creative opportunity for him, staying close to the ball. Sinister have done wonders when it comes to putting on close pressure. They don't leave the ball, and they won't leave the goals either. It's Roy to score and get credit for a second goal here. That's now 2 goals unanswered for the Sinister team, and they take the lead in game 2. The pressure from them overwhelming at moments for Neat Vibes. Neat Vibes needs to quell this Team Sinister offense some way or another, because the Sinister on offense again. Simfree in front for It's Roy. Dunk play, but Username wins it out. Simfree retreating back. He has no boost, and that'll give Neat Vibes some time to breathe, some time to create offense. But again, a bit of an overcommit from them. Reliance on getting a perfect challenge rather than the way that the play will most likely result in. Daku to dribble. Daku with the dunk, but it's only going to head towards Zinc. Zinc can't challenge this one. 3 opportunities in front. A demo and a goal for Username. We'll see the speed on that one, because that was a pinch, I believe. As Daku will not actually pass this one in front. It'll be a Smirk, but yeah, you can see a pinch. Username will get credit with that one as he gets the final touch. And Neat Vibes not backing down here in game 2. There's been some exciting matchups. Simfree demoed by Smirk. It's Roy. Long shot downfield, but Username collects it. I think the only real issue for some of these teams is their heavy touches. As Daku had a free chance downfield, he misses it completely. Still, offense in front for Username to score again. Neat Vibes. After letting that play go, they created another one as the net was left wide open. The players of Sinister could not get back in time, and it looks like Neat Vibes en route to maybe tie up this series, but they have to hold this lead, and that's easier said than done. Sinister wins the kickoff. Zinc in front. Saved. This game's been back and forth, really. Simfree. Dunk by Username. Smirk. Sidewall. Flick. Simfree to dunk. Daku trying to pinch around, but it's only to Zinc. Zinc trying to read the second touch there, and you can see that's the reliance that Sinister have on getting those second touches, as Simfree's up for free. He won't be able to put that one towards the net. Just a little too far out of his capabilities. As now a clear from Neat Vibes, and we reset to orange possession in that blue zone. I think the main luck here that we've seen from Neat Vibes, they have been a bit lucky on some of these dunks, but again, they too are trying to push up aggressively. I just think that they do have a bit of difficulty being the faster one to it, but when they actually get to that ball, they've been deadly for Neat Vibes. A far cry from what we saw in Game 1. Again, I think they're a bit too reliant on these dunk plays. If they can hold control, if they can get a little bit better on the 50-50s here, get a little bit closer up to what their opponents are trying to play, you can see them get a 4th goal here and win out this game as Daku with a bump play attempt, but couldn't win it. Username. Zink to hit it up. Smirk can't win against Itzroy. Final seconds. Simphy. Username will beat Zink out. That net is left wide open for Daku to score. And you can't blame Sinister for pushing up that aggressively. When time is dwindling to this number, you have to push your cards up. You have to take chances. Unfortunately for them, those chances are usually very easy to counter if they're not executed to perfection. And now Game 2 will firmly probably go hands of... Wait a second, no way! Zink will score off the kickoff! Wait a second! Team Sinister have now bought themselves a second chance at life here in Game 2 as Zink catches Daku off of the line as... What an interesting shot that is. Well, we'll see how these teams now do off this kickoff. It's Roy. Sidewall. And the boost is stolen from him by Smirk. All Daku needs to do is ground it, but it doesn't. It doesn't matter still. Zink couldn't get back to it in time. Neat Vibes, Esports, with a game victory. We have a tied series here. And Team Sinister have also called for a lobby reset, so we'll be taking that. As now that both teams have called, now that we've seen lobby reset call here from Sinister, we'll be following those rules. We'll get ourselves ready here for a 3rd game in this series. As my goodness, Sinister had to contend with a lot of pressure against them. Neat Vibes with a complete turnaround here. Much better offense, much stronger shooting, and much better play overall. Is now again, we're on Game 3 here. Both these teams again, we had a lobby reset call from Sinister after they lost that Game 1. Sorry, Game 2, not the Game 1, Game 2. Now again, after that reset, we'll see if the server's a little better. As both these teams now have joined up, it looks like we'll be seeing if any changes have been made here from Sinister. I think it might actually be the exact same 3 players, but I could be wrong. Not. They're content with continuing with what they know they can do. Again, they have a sub, I believe. They have a sub available. Sinister here playing with Simphy, it's Roy, and Zink. Yeah, same 3 players. We'll see if this game they can turn it around to favor them a little bit, like they did in Game 1. As here we go, Game 3. Series tied at 1 each. Sinister looking for a bit of revenge here after that Game 2 loss, as Neat Vibes stole that one away. Neat Vibes holding possession, but the one thing I think that Neat Vibes have to be worried about, it worked for them in Game 2, was their aggression. They have to be careful that they can't over-aggress on offense. As now a team bump, oh, that's going to lead to a goal for Zink. An error here on the side of Neat Vibes as both Username and Smirk collide in front of their own net, and Zink will have a pretty easy look at that net. He won't really miss it. And he will not miss it. He scores a goal here. As a kickoff mistake here, Neat Vibes almost got on another error. Username must have saw that his teammate wasn't available for it because he immediately turned away from that kickoff. In his position, he almost always would be cheating up, but as soon as he sees that his kickoff taker doesn't have stabilization on that ground, he then goes back, waits to see if the shot from the midfield will be going towards him. Fortunate that Team Sinister didn't just wait on the ball there and start dribbling it upfield. They had a numbers advantage in that situation. Daku. Pass in front, Troy doesn't read it, but Zink will. And they'll boom this one away. Actually go as a shot on target. As Smirk had to get a save there. Simphy misses this. And Daku takes it downfield on Itzroy, but Itzroy beats him to it. 50-50. Itzroy. Zink got bumped, almost got bumped to the right position. Smirk has low boost, he has to take this corner. And now contest with Zink, who still is on the ball. Username. Out, multiple players commit. Very high commit here for Neat Vibes, but they gotta go back. Itzroy. Downfield, Daku reads it, but only for a short moment, as now offense for Sinister. Simphy. Win challenge from Daku. Zink. Maybe a drop down, but no one reads it. Smirk, when dribble this out, Simphy will jump in front and contest with that challenge. Sinister currently challenging pretty early as well. Especially on that, you see that they always have someone. They almost always have someone available in that midfield to go up, to challenge, to make it where this offense from Neat Vibes is not optimal. Especially on those dribble plays, they are more than happy to challenge early. But this one gets past them all, still saved away. Sinister in front of the net, keeping their calm, keeping their composure. As Daku now upfield. Smirk trying to read this one up the back wall, misses it, and cleared away by Simphy. Simphy bounce out. It's actually really well placed for him towards the net. Username is not up in time. Simphy decides to do it all himself here from the midfield. The bounce was pristine. The shot even better. And Username, it's just out of his reach. Team Sinister, just like that, are now 2-0 up. And that first goal really is becoming important in these kind of games because so far the team that scored first is enjoying so much success right now. Still though, a comeback could happen here from Neat Vibes, but you just haven't seen that foundation yet in this game that they had in last game. They had that offensive midfield going. In this game, that has been silenced, that has been quelled, and we can see Sinister's taking advantage. Another goal for them. As Username back, hesitant to go for this challenge, and in a position like this as third man, you have to make your decision quickly. Username with his car language should have just turned back, should have waited for the play to develop instead, and not go for a challenge there. Hesitancy kills in Rocket League. It's a game where you gotta make your decision quickly. Simphy with a demo on Smirk. No shot coming from it. Username. Can't find the flick. Smirk has the challenge on it, but Zink wins it out. Open backheel. Backheel, nice. Open backfield here for Sinister to use, and that pinch from Simphy over the net. Itzroy, though, had a pin on the target. He would have been able to score. Simphy. Can't get through Daku, but Zink in front. He misses this. So does Itzroy. Trying to get back in time. It's Simphy to save him as Itzroy didn't execute a perfect half flip there. A shot saved by Daku, and he's going to rely on a teammate, but Simphy comes in, asserts himself, and makes this a 4-goal lead with just over a minute remaining for Sinister, as Daku doesn't get the touch he needs. He needs to put that one in the little corner, and instead, he drops it in front of his net. He relies on a teammate to have to come in and challenge, and at that point, Simphy will win it. Sinister now with a 4-0 lead. They're looking to maybe make it 5 here. Zink upfield. Wix keeps it close, but he's actually going to leave this one and allow offense for Neat Vibes. This one across. Multiple players committing here for Neat Vibes. When the games get long here, when the games get tough, they get a bit desperate. And that is exactly what Sinister want to see, as they're going to continue scoring as Neat Vibes continues to throw everything upfield. Zink with a massive dunk. Another one where Sinister is challenging early with that midfield pressure. And Neat Vibes are not ready to handle it, to hold it, and to use it properly. Back. Simphy misses this. Itzroy is up. Light tap down. Simphy was trying to go across and get a bump play, or maybe even a redirect. Still like it that Sinister is trying to play creative here at these plays. Simphy with a long re-jump. My goodness. Jumped for way longer than he probably had to there. Still, again, scary here. Neat vibes as Sinister continues to bomb that ball upfield. Ichoi missed. Taku is the corner, maybe looking for Smirk to shoot, and Smirk will get a nice tight angle shot here. Neat vibes with 1 goal on the road. Maybe they can use that to get to themselves more pressure. Sinister, though, will take game 3 in this series. They're up 2-1. And they're only 2 games away from winning. As they fake the kickoff here. Ichoi with a high lobbing touch, and that'll waste a lot of time off the clock. Not like it was necessary here, as Neat Vibes now have no chance of coming back. They're going to get a... Oh, I thought they were going to get a 0-second goal. Still up for it. This one towards the net. And it will actually go in from username. Neat Vibes will get a 0-second goal. A certified This Is Rocket League moments, but without the actual crazy scoreline to add to it, this goal means nothing in the overall outcome. A win for Team Sinister as Aloha Wave coming in with the Prime. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Spodia stream with the subscription there. Please, thank you so much. It means so much to me. You don't know how much a subscription matters for small streamers like myself. As now going into Game 5. We're gonna go to Utopia Coliseum Dusk here. And it looks like Neat Vibes. Having Misty Elite having left and then having Smirk. Wait a second, what in the world happened over there? Ah, Fury's joining! Ooh, a change here for Neat Vibes. Looks like Fury will be playing in replacement of Misty Elite. Sinister with the Game 3 win. Lobby's reset actually helped them here. Ping must be a little bit better for them this game. That's a good thing to hear. You hate to have series decided by ping. As now a follow coming in from Canarsi. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if I pronounced it incorrectly. I hate to mispronounce names, but if I'm not wrong, I think your name's Canarsi, right? And Street coming in with a follow. My goodness, so much support. I don't know how to thank you guys enough. Thank you guys. Welcome to Spodia stream. Enjoy. This is the only series tonight. Oh, wait a second. Fury's not actually going to be playing. No one ever does pronounce it correctly. Yes, let's go! Yeah! Celebration time! Yes, I don't have anything to celebrate with. Oh, Aloha Waves Fury. Oh, that's cool. Okay, they want me to say good luck before every single game. That's fine. Game 4 here. Sinister now up 2-1. Neat Vibes looking for a response with Misty Elite coming in to substitute for one of the other players. So, well, again, changes here from Neat Vibes. They're the team that's much more likely to make changes after losing a game. They did it after Game 1, and they've done it again after Game 3. So far, after every substitution, they've done well. Game 2, you saw, they won it outright. It wasn't easy for them. And surely they're the team that definitely seems to be in more precarious situations, as that one a double commit, and you can't make that mistake right there on defense. Neat Vibes with the panic play coming at the worst possible moment. And Sinister will score here first in Game 4. They flip the script. Can they win another in a row? Well, I mean, they're going to have to do a little better than that, as they now immediately give it the goal on kickoff. As Misty Elite absolutely destroys Ichoi on that one. There we go. Another dunk play on kickoff. Almost another goal here. We're seeing some kickoff shenanigans utilized here from Neat Vibes, but they're not going to just need kickoff shenanigans to win games. They're going to need to have a strong offense as well. Because usually kickoffs only work once or twice before a team realizes what they've done. Misty Elite now with no boost is going to be demoed by Ichoi. To his name, he is a killer, I guess. As Symphy. 50-50 win from username. Ichoi looking to collect, looking to second touch. Baku up, but Zink's up faster. And Sinister now bring it downfield. They scored first this game. They have the offense, but don't have that. They don't have that second goal just yet. Misty Elite, again with low boost. Teammates need to rely on him to get those plays out, but lucky enough, Daku will be there waiting for a mistake to happen. Username. But Daku. This one going towards that blue net. It's really saves it. And the pace on these games has steadily stayed pretty similar, but I think these teams are trying to take it slower and slower, but again, it hasn't really changed on these teams. Although right now, I think Daku taking it a bit slow here. Zinc wins a challenge. Sinister trying to play faster. I mean, we saw that last game and how it worked. They're playing faster against Neat Vibes. Neat Vibes have to respond with some pace of their own. They can keep up with the play, but it's not something that they feel comfortable with. And now Sinister move upfield. Misty Elite can't get the flick out. And Sinister back upfield. Misty Elite. Dunk from Zinc. Zinc, though, bumps by Misty. It's Roy. Wins the challenge overall. Neat Vibes. Now Daku, his teammates in the mode. He has to be careful with this play. Simfeed. Why am I saying the name wrong? Simfeed couldn't put it on net. As now Daku boxes out It's Roy to make that pass. Still though, Neat Vibes have not been able to break out already. That is a lot of time staying back on your own half, but they finally get a clear out. And as you can see, Sinister respond with a massive clear of their own. Neat Vibes only got maybe a few seconds upfield, and now once again they have to sit back. Misty Elite though clears to the team. This one going. It's not on target. Simphy to pinch it out. Misty Elite with a touch. Username has to backflip this one away. Simphy misses the ball. Zinc with full boost. He can only just get a light touch as Username now. Lob upfield. User going for a second. Doesn't read it. Misty Elite trying to find some space for his team to make some offense, but Sinister moving up, but a miss here. And Neat Vibes can utilize that to push upfield again. Username with a demo. Simphy awkward. Backflip touch. Another touch. He's wasting out so much time that Neat Vibes couldn't use. We get into the final 90 seconds. In front pass. No follow-up. His offense this game coming down to the wire. Neat Vibes have had much less offense so far. Sinister, though, have been demoed a lot as well, so we'll see if those demos from Neat Vibes play a part in getting a goal here. As it's Roy. 50-50 Daku. 50, but Simphy up. Simphy to shoot. Bar down and in. With just about a minute remaining. Team Sinister have the go-ahead goal. And Simphy lifts all alone there. He jumps up with it. And as soon as he gets that play, there's not much you can do as a defender. The best thing you can do is jump up. But ultimately, that will only delay the shot coming through. Neat Vibes now have to create more offense for themselves. Simphy. Pinch. It's going to go mid. Daku can't read it. Misty Elite is up. Simphy waiting back. Daku with the 50-50. It's Roy doesn't read this one's username. Gonna pop it off the back wall, but It's Roy stays strong. Daku misses this. And now Neat Vibes have to sit there in their own half. Time going down. That clock becoming their worst enemy right now, and Team Sinister. Maybe one more for the road. It's Zinc. It's insurance, and almost likely it will be a Team Sinister win if they hold this one. As now, with this game, if they can win it, if they can hold off for these last 22 seconds, they'll be up 3-1. Neat Vibes need to find an answer here. They lose the kickoff. Pass in front for Zinc. Doesn't score again. It's not like he has to. Enough time has passed. No more chances here, but they'll put one downfield. This is a chance here for Neat Vibes. Team Sinister, complete breakdown on their own back half. As a team bump from Simphy and Zinc. And at the wrong time here for clear to go towards their own net. Now, what do we see on the kickoff here from Neat Vibes? Do they go for a fake? They will. But it won't really work. I don't know what happened there from Neat Vibes. But what I can say is, Zinc was having none of that. He saw the play in front of him and he said, I know what you're doing. The kickoff won't work well here for Neat Vibes. This game now officially over. As we have to see if Neat Vibes can get 3 game wins in a row. Team Sinister now leads the series 3-1. And so many times we see this series go 4-0 or 4-1 at this moment. Neat Vibes, can they change the storyline around? Right now, Sinister has so much more offense going for them. Neat Vibes only had moments where they were upfield. And those 2 goals, really, they didn't tell you just how one-sided this game really was. Game 5, do Neat Vibes make a change, make a substitution? As they've done so many times before, Fury is in. We'll see what this makes. As we go to a Game 5, Fury has now joined again. I thought he was going to sub in last game, but he might actually sub in for this one. I'm gonna check with the captains here to see if he will be subbing in here for Neat Vibes. They don't have any lives remaining. Situation becoming a bit hairy for them. As Fury, it does look like he might actually be subbing in here, so again, it's now do or die for Neat Vibes. Their season, a lot of it rests on this game and the games that could follow if they get a win here. Do we see an answer from them? Or does Sinister close out the series? Neat Vibes have not joined the game yet. We'll see what in the world here is. Now they got the roster. It's Smirk, username, and Daku now. Could be the last game of the series. Fury, once again, he's not subbing in. He's joined in between these games. Maybe he's there to be like emotional support. I don't know. I don't have exact access to the team comm, so I can't tell you that. But what I can say is Sinister on offense again. A goal early for Zinc as already a really slow start here. As username, bit of a careless touch outfield. And not be allowing Zinc to have offense like that. Especially this early. Sinister have done a great job at scoring early in these games and then holding on. Really, what was making it close here last game was that fact that Neat Vibes have been able to utilize good kickoff strategies, but kickoff's only one aspect of this game. You gotta be better at a lot more to take series against teams like Sinister. As Simphy, infield, up, multiple players committing. No shots, username. Dribble downfield, Simphy beats him. But Daku, the solo play with a shot towards the net, goes past all 3. Neat Vibes equalize almost immediately after getting scored on. It's Daku from the midfield. It's Daku to make it simple. Only one touch was needed for all of the players on the blue half to wet their own pants. And Neat Vibes with a perfect response to getting scored on here. Now off with kickoff. Does that confidence come back to them? Username misses! Open net in front for Zinc, but Daku's there faster than him. Up for Smirk. Now offense for Neat Vibes. Smirk in front for Daku! It's now a lead for Neat Vibes. As I just turned Italian there. Smirk brings it into the corner, and he puts this one in front for Daku. Point blank range. You'll never miss from that distance. Neat Vibes. Now with a lead. These teams really fighting for every single goal, every single moment. They know how important this game means to them. Simphy, looking for a tight angle shot, couldn't read it. It's Roy misses this, and username can now dribble out. No boost, looking for the dunk on Simphy. Smirk. Maybe a shot down, but Zinc is waiting. Daku. And just like that, I think with Neat Vibes having this lead, you can just see the confidence back in them. They don't look like that same team that died out at last game. They have new life. They have new excitement coming in for them, and they're trying to ask for opportunities. They have to be careful. Daku putting it the wrong direction. It's going to go off his back roll. Username. Actually, I'll allow for a really nice clear from him. Out to Daku. But no one back here. You got to be careful if you're on Neat Vibes. You can't be that aggressive. Because 150-50 win can be all that it takes to go against you. It's now Sinister. Goes back to own net. Symphy running with no boost. Daku. 50-50. Symphy brings it to the back wall as... Oh, wait, he's got a rule 1 here. Massive respect for the players, but if you're on Neat Vibes, your season could be on the line. Your split, your season could really be on the line here. You're willing to follow the rule 1. They must have a lot of confidence in their 2v2 ability here with Daku and Smirk against Zinc and Symphy. I keep mispronouncing his name. Daku. The boost. Gets a dunk, but out of position now. Zinc. One-on-one. One on Smirk. Smirk saves it. And Zinc collides with those players in that rule 1. We're back to our 3v3 here. Daku downfield. Symphy misreads. Shot saved by Zinc. This game, close. You can feel Neat Vibes trying to pull this one in their favor. Symphy clears it up. Smirk allows Daku to call for it. Daku allows for the pass in front for Smirk. Smirk wins the challenge, but he doesn't put the shot on. And Zinc with a dribble out. Daku wins the challenge. Actually forces a double commit as well. Username. And to catch the team off guard, but no shot there. Symphy can't beat Daku. This midfield right now held by Neat Vibes. It's closed for business. It's closed for free access. Zinc. Once again, the midfield shut down. Neat Vibes have been belligerent in letting that ball not go through them. And with time, with this offense, they'll get goals. And there it is from Username. His first goal of the game here. And it's now a 3-1 lead for Neat Vibes. As maybe they found a roster here that will work for them. I mean, after making substitution, but after game 1, they won in game 2. Now in game 5, they're winning this. Really, what's going to be important is if they're able to take this game win, like it is projected to be, can they keep this kind of momentum going in game 6? Pinch out. Zinc up first for it, but he doesn't read this one. Instead, it's Roy. Trying to lob this one upfield, trying to get a challenge on Daku, but Daku out to Smirk. Beaten by Symphy. Symphy on Username. He'll bump him too. It's Roy. Not on target. And Neat Vibes can breathe a little bit here to get that ball away from their net. Daku. Beaten back by Symphy. Username. Upfield. It's Roy having to wait back, and you can see here right now from Team Sinister that offense of theirs much weaker than the last game. Only 5 shots compared to the 7 of Neat Vibes. Neat Vibes generally hasn't won the shooting game when it comes to the volume of their shots. But in this game, there's actually a difference here. As a demo from Username, just trying to add a little bit of extra chaos here on the Sinister side. Waste out more time. Daku? Oh my goodness. I am mispronouncing names. I should have asked people if I've mispronounced names. Alright, it's Daku then. He clears out for Username. Downfield. Off the post. Follow up from User. Out for Daku. Daku. Drop down and off the post. It's not another goal here for Neat Vibes, but those shooting opportunities, will it be enough to waste out the last precious seconds of Game 5? Neat Vibes force us to go to Neo Tokyo for Game 6. Will this series get any more exciting? Will we have potential for Game 7? Neat Vibes here. Have a chance. Is now Neo Tokyo on our horizon. For the 6th game of this series, we have not seen a lot of series in the Premier Championship Series go this far. Do we see anything change? Does Neat Vibes force Game 7? Do they force Champions Field? I can feel my blood pressure rising. I'm sure these players are definitely a little bit nervous as we only have 6 players in the lobby right now. There's 7 with Daco. There's currently 7 people here. Going into this game. As Sinister isn't joining. Oh, there they are. Now they are. There's now game 6. Team Sinister. We're gonna get scored on first here as Smirk will get credit with that goal, but really it was all created by this aggressive push from Username as he pool shots Itzroy into scoring on his own nets. A bit creative here from at the start from Neat Vibes, but it's a goal nonetheless, and they're gonna take goals like that. They'll need every single one if they want to beat Sinister. Smirk. Another kickoff win. Sinister, out of all the things they haven't been consistent on, kickoffs have not been one of those. They've been incredibly smart with their kickoffs, and they win most of them, especially as they're getting later on in this series. Symphy up. Saved by Daco. Itzroy couldn't shoot it on target. Daco. Gonna get past Zink, but Zink reads it. Now it steps on top of Symphy. Awkward play here as the ball's still going back. Daco off target. Symphy. Bounce from Daco. It's pinched back. Username clears it upfield. This one will bounce outward. Where's the shot? It's coming from Daco. It's off the target. 2 commits. Here from Neat Vibes. They gotta be a bit careful. As Zink misses. Neat Vibes with a second chance at the offense. But Symphy shuts it down. Symphy now. Watch out for Daco, but Daco misses! Smirk can't get back in time! Daco with a massive, massive mistake. An error he may never live down as this one was all control here from Neat Vibes. Daco didn't have to jump there for it. He had so much time to utilize. He panicked, he went for it, and he misses the ball entirely. Smirk. Neat Vibes now trying to get a goal back. Username in front. Daco can't read it. Zink. To Symphy. Back to Zink. Off the back wall. No follow through. Shot coming in. Yeah, it is. It's Itzroy to score again here. Sinister get another goal. And again, Neat Vibes had a chance to clear here. It was Daco who misses that one off the back wall. It's Daco again to miss the entirety of his shot. There's no fury. I'm not going to use the silence. I always use silences between games. Itzroy. Play out, but Daco wins it. In front of the net. Daco. Nothing there for his team on offense. Smirk. 50-50 with Itzroy. Zink. Brings it up. Username out. Symphy a demo on the back foot on Daco. Symphy with an open net in front of him, and he won't miss it here for Sinister. It's all Sinister right now in Game 6. And right now, for Neat Vibes, everything is falling apart. The cool, crisp play they had last game, I haven't seen any of it here. It's been all chaos on their side, and they haven't been able to keep that structure going. A lot of it does have to be handed to Daco's whiffs, but that's only the smallest of the errors that they've made. Overall, organizationally, that has been a different story. For Neat Vibes. Smirk. Gonna throw this one upfield. Itzroy waiting back. Itzroy. Gonna clear upfield, but Daco. Pinch in front. Username there to try to read it. It's Team Sinister. Now to push in that orange half. Smirk answers back. Neat Vibes. 50-50. Trying to bounce in front. Itzroy reads it. And Username misses Daco. All alone here, Itzroy. Dunked by Daco, but it's still Sinister to shoot. There's Symphy. Trying to put this one and steer it close to the net. He has an open net in front of him. He misses. His team has a 2-goal lead, but every goal could be important here. Zink. Solo play. Over Smirk. Under Username. And right now, Sinister rolling with everything that's going for them. Right, and it's just Neat Vibes right now crumbling under this pressure. They've not been able to win 2 games in a row this series. And I think we can see why. Because Sinister, they're just Whenever they lose in a game, it gives them more reason to just put on some strong offense. Neat Vibes, another error. And this one will not be another goal for Neat Vibes. Not yet, at least. It's Roy. Simphy, 2 touches, not in. Almost another goal there for Team Sinister. Neat Vibes, they need to shut down these mistakes they're making quickly. This game can very easily become extremely one-sided, become out of their reach if they aren't able to keep control. Zinc, a 4th goal. And what in the world happened here this game? To Neat Vibes, it's just tons of heavy touches, tons of giveaways. And Team Sinister having lights out shooting. I think that's really it. That's really the whole synopsis of what we've seen so far this game. And it's been Sinister ramping up that offensive output. And Neat Vibes caught in that crossfire. Little errors they made before that weren't punished have been punished now, but they get a goal back from username. And again, it's off the kickoff. They careful on the kickoff being their only source of help here, but they can definitely get goals off of it. They're going to need to score 3 more times if they want this game to go to overtime. What a momentous comeback they would have to make. There's not that much time remaining for them to make it either. Zinc. And a shot here. And Neat Vibes, they need to call 1 player to go for that shot. 2 players committed, and that shot is weaker than if only one of them went for it, even if one of them went for it. As now, a team bump, username, open net upfield, and a goal back for Neat Vibes. Any mistake made in front of them, they'll utilize as Simphy and Zinc. Simphy was going at full pace there, he couldn't slow himself down. Forgot to use that brake button, I think. Zinc in the wrong place there in his way, and a water break here from Shriek. Here you go, I got you. Username, field, saved away by Simphy. Gakko. Bumped as well, and no shot here. Username beaten on the challenge from Itroy. Still though, offense for Neat Vibes. They need 2 goals in a minute now. And again, this is where they start to get a very desperate game here. So far, that desperation has not worked for them. But it has to work here if they want this series to continue. Smirk. 50-50 with Simphy. It's Roy towards his own net, and Taco will capitalize on it. Neat Vibes. Continuing to push the issue here. As it's Roy inexplicably shoots that towards his own net. Daco will say thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, only 1 goal down now. Kickoff win from Smirk, 50-52. Username towards the net, saved by Zinc. No follow through, it's Roy. Maybe a second touch, Zinc. Username doesn't read this, Daco thought he did. Smirk with a shot. Simphy, save, Daco. To Smirk, Smirk. In front, follow through from username. Off target. Challenge from Daco. Final chance for Neat Vibes. They only get 1 more. Daco. Simphy with a miss. Username pinches it upfield. It's gonna roll its way around. It's Roy. Reads it. And Daco can't keep it up. Team Sinister, hold on. And they win the series 4-2. My goodness, I thought for a second Neat Vibes was going to make that comeback. But ultimately, Sinister just had too heavy of a lead, too good of a start to answer back from. They win the series 4-2. Yes, thank you for the compliment, Shriek. My, what a result here. Again, I'm going to do the science now. I'll have to count for a minute. All right, I think that's about a minute there. Fury. Yeah, I don't silence myself during a game, but I do silence myself after a game, if that helps you out. But my goodness, an interesting end to this series here, as we see Neat Vibes now 0-2 in their season. They're gonna have to win next week if they even want a chance, and even then, I don't know if they have that chance. It's gonna be really difficult for them if they want to be one of those 5 teams to come in at 1-2. But for Team Sinister, they're now 1-1. Next week, when they play against, if I can find who their opponent will be, for Neat Vibes, next week, when Neat Vibes goes up against, where are they? They are, you go against Cerberus. They can potentially clinch a spot. Cerberus, also 1-1. That'll be a fun matchup if we get to see it. That's a little bit, Roy. Yeah, congratulations on your win today, It's Roy. I know you've been talking a lot about this series beforehand, and you know what? It didn't live. It lived up to expectation. It didn't live down. It lived exciting. It was exciting throughout the whole thing, going through to Game 6. But that will be it. My goodness, what a great series. We haven't not seen a lot of series go to 6 or 7 games, so having one that does that, always fun. As, again, a 4-2 victory. That will make life a little bit easier for Sinister here. In fact, it'll give them a chance for... As we are going to get an interview here with Symphy. We go send in that message. As again, that interview coming up very soon. My goodness, that series had some weird twists and turns. But in the end, Sinister, they played a lot better. In the games that they won, they had such good offense. They really... The games that they won looked a lot more one-sided than the games that Neat Vibes won. And really, it was a deserved victory in the end here for them. As... That was the only match tonight. I'm happy that was the only match tonight. That's a good match to have tonight. As... Again, we're going to get an interview coming up very soon. As again, we are just making sure that everything is going well again. It's going to be Symphy to get into this interview. And we'll be talking with him. Who won? Team Sinister won 4-2 in Game 6. It was a massive win for them. As now, just heard that when someone tapping their mic, it's Symphy. Hello, Symphy. Congratulations, Symphy, on your win today.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Anything you want to say about that series? Anything you want to say, like, that maybe surprised you, caught you off guard? This was not an easy series for you guys. You still won it in the end, but, you know, you had to really work for it.
I mean, yeah, going into it, we felt pretty prepared because we scrimmed this team before, and it's been looking good in scrims. But today we did get off to a slow start. But I think when we're like calming, and I think we were staying composed, and I think we did a good job.
And you say you talked about the scrim, but overall, what's the difference between scrims and now like playing the real deal, playing against a team? In reality, obviously, there's some pretty big differences when it comes to both of these things. Take me kind of through how it's different.
Oh yeah, in scrims we can just kind of like lay back, have fun with it, while also be trying. But then like when it comes to the real game, we obviously have to try because we need that dub. But
Yeah,
it's just more nerve wracking for sure when the game actually starts compared to scrims.
yeah, and you needed that win as well as Zinc coming with a follow. Thank you, Zinc. Yeah, you need that win as well. Going down 0-1, you really couldn't have gone down 0-2, and now with that 1-1 in week 3, what does this change about your team's overall outlook on making it into that main event?
I think this win helped us tremendously. Obviously, uh, we look pretty good. I'd say sitting at 1-1, we definitely could have won that last series we played, but obviously it didn't go our way. But I think after this win, we should be, the vibes are high. Should be going into the next match with a lot of confidence, and we should win it.
Yeah, that next match as well, you're going to be playing against Cerberus. What do you have to say about that series against Cerberus? I don't know if you have done any research against these teams or against the teams that you play against, or if you're just gonna going with the same players, or you're going with. But take me through maybe like some of what you're thinking about for that next series.
Yeah, we have a lot to work on. I would say with our rotating and stuff, and just like working on the simple mistakes, and what we can do to not make those mistakes. But yeah, I've never heard of that team. I did see that we play them. Don't know too much about them, but should be a fun game.
Well, if you want me to tell you what their record, I can tell you who they won and lost to. They won against Rebel Dynasty, and then they lost to Boiler Up Hammer Down. As their matchups. What are you saying?
Are they 0-2?
They're 1-1. They won their
1-1.
week 1 match. They lost their week 2 match. But again, that's kind of the overall outlook on it. And obviously, you said you don't really know that much about them, so I'm sure you guys are gonna practice like usual. You're gonna get those kind of matches going, those scrims going. Trying to play as many times as possible to get yourself experience. As what again? What did you say? Zinc says you play Omegas. You do not play Omegas next week, I don't believe. You guys play. From what I see, you guys play. Nope, that's the wrong team. Nope, that's Neat Vibes play Cerberus. You guys do play Omegas. I got the wrong team. You guys play Omegas next week, which I've seen Omegas play. They're very, very strong. So, what do you say to Omegas? Not Cerberus. You play Omegas. Omegas is a little more well known because I think they're currently 2-0 right now. So,
really?
Yeah. Let me check. Omega. Not Omega.
We've them before, and we have their number.
Omegas, yeah, okay, it's the wrong team. There's a team named Omega and a team named Omegas. Omegas is 1-1. What do you say about Omegas?
Well, we've scrimmed them before, so I think we're confident in this matchup. And just if we keep scrimming and playing well, I think we should get the job done for sure. Pretty confident with that.
You're not gonna really your overall statement hasn't really changed. As thank you and need chances for the follow. But again, yeah, your overall situation hasn't really changed. Is there any shout out you have to anybody out there that kind of has supported you guys?
There is one thing I want to say though.
Yeah.
That El Macho sucks.
Oh, okay then. Jeez. All right then. Going after the Neat Vibes players after they're down. I don't usually condone that, but all right
I just
then.
want to say that.
All right then. I'm not gonna go and ask any further into where that came from. Okay. I guess you guys have some interesting history then. I'd love to see you guys play again in the main event. That'll be interesting to see you two go up against each other in the series. As if that's it, you don't have any shoutouts, do you?
Nope.
None. Okay.
Actually, no, I do have one. Yeah, obviously my team. I gotta shout out my team.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say most people usually come in with at least one player that they want to shout out. You're gonna be shouting out your whole team again. Massive win. Any words you want to say in your weekly matchup against Omegas? Omega is a team you've scrimmed them before, but they're no less scarier. And when it comes to the real deal, anything can happen. What do you say to Omegas?
Just be ready to get 4-0'd. That's about it.
All right, this is all right. That's some confidence. Wow. But again, I like the confidence coming out of you. I've seen Omegas play. They're a scary team, but you guys Okay, well, I was gonna say they're a pretty scary team. But jeez, I like your confidence. I will say I do like your confidence. Yeah, again, I've seen Omega's play. They're a pretty good team. So I'm really interested in seeing that in how that last series will go. Maybe even get to see it. But again, congratulations on your win. Have an amazing rest of your night, and good luck in your weekly matchup.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Of course, and that will be Symphy there to win it as part of the Team Sinister side as they take the win overall. Massive W for them. Is that ended up for the night? Yeah, I know Canarsie, he went after them. My goodness, I like the confidence though. I love it when players come in and they come in showing this full confidence. Especially after wins like that, you gotta come in with confidence. Why not? But again, that will end it here for tonight. As again, thank you all so much for joining. That was an exciting matchup, though. I'm super happy that I got to see that matchup. One of the last ones of the week, and man, it definitely lived up to the hype that Itroy made. Everybody, enjoy yourselves. Go take care, please. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh yeah, and prediction poll. Let me get that going for you. Thank you. I'll get the prediction poll, and then we'll end off the stream here. Of course, Galaxy Wolf talks about it because he's the one who voted in it. Nice. There you go. There's your prediction poll. We'll end the stream now. Thank you guys. Have an amazing night.